Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing great today and that this video finds in high spirit. We're going to be talking about the extraordinary attorney Woo, and we're episode 7 and 8, fantastic. I just loved it, but we got more development between attorney Woo and her mother. We finally got the confirmation that, man, I hope I'm pronouncing this name, but that the attorney Tae-Min is her mother. We got the little backstory between her Woo's father and her mother, what happened and why they got separated. I was a little confused. I always thought that he was her attorney. Her father was her attorney at one time, but then decided to quit. I didn't. Mainly because in the first episode, I thought he was still studying law because he had all those law books, and that's where she started reading the law. But I guess I was wrong on that part. So we see that he sacrificed his career in order to save, basically save his daughter's life, considering that her biological mother was going to have an abortion because of her family name, and it would ruin her reputation and such. And that's also the reason why. I know I'm doing a lot of spoilers right now, so I'll have this in the title. That's going to be spoilers. Anyways, and that's the reason why that her mother and her father didn't get married, because he was from a low class and she was from a high class society. But I love the interaction between the attorney Woo and her mother. Either, especially like before that she knew that she was actually speaking to her mother, and then that scene, which is behind me, when she finally, after she finds out who her mother really is, and this, and how she tells her that she is her daughter. I thought the actress who plays Woo's mother did a fantastic job, and her facial expressions as she comes to realization who she's really talking to. And I'm kind of wondering where they're going to go with this story from here on out. It's always been kind of like a tease throughout each episode about Woo's mother and the past between her father and the two women, the two CEO women that that we see like very snippets of. So it's apparent that he's was good friends, or maybe still is good friends with the CEO Han. I believe that's her, how you say her last name, but you know, attorney Woo's boss. I get a feeling, just speculating, that perhaps back in the day when they were all going to college together, that that Woo's CEO had a crush on her father, and that maybe this is her way of helping him out. I don't know what you guys think. You can leave your leave a comment but I feel like he kind of overreacted to her motivation on hiring Woo. He thinks it's all political, that she's going to try to use his daughter to get back at Tae-Min. Is that whatever her? I hope that's her name. But Woo's biological mother, because we know that her biological mother is the CEO of the #1 law firm in Korea, and that Woo works for the second best law firm in Korea, and that they're competing to be that top spot. And so her father believes that she's going to reveal this truth to hurt the reputation of Woo's biological mother. But I think that he might be overreacting. I hope he's overreacting. But I cannot. But there are some snippets in the past, as I was kind of reviewing previous episodes, that perhaps that is her motivation for hiring Woo. But at the beginning. But I also I get more of the impression that she really hired her because she cares about Woo's father in a way. Maybe we'll get a flashback in the future episodes about their relationship. He seems to think that she's a bad friend for whatever reason. My guess is maybe perhaps back in the past she gave him the truth about what would happen with the relationship between the two, and that's why he considers her a bad friend. But or maybe she just thinks she's a bad friend because she's using his daughter. Who knows? But there's speculation there that I think this Woo's CEO actually likes her father, and maybe at the end they'll try to get together. So the first 8 episodes, and this is a 16 episode show. The first half, it's been fantastic, top notch. Enjoying every episode more and more. So I'm looking forward to see where they go. Hopefully this story doesn't crash and burn. Sometimes these K-dramas will start off really good, really hot, get to a certain point, and then about episode 12 or 13, they kind of go downhill a little bit, and then they'll pick up a little bit there at the end. Hoping they won't hit this roadblock with this series. I don't feel like it should, because each episode takes on like a different case, and they focus more on the case, and then you get the other, like this plot of who her mother is and stuff. It's kind of like low key, kind of like a subplot. To keeping the romance between her and how you say his name, Jin-Ho, I think, but keeping that love romance thing on the low key, down low as well. It's not like a prominent feature of the show. Like they'll touch on it for like 3 or 4 minutes an episode or something like that, or once or twice. Kind of enjoyed that, kind of like this slow burn between those two. It does seem like, according to the preview of the next episode, we might get a little love triangle with the new client that they have. I'm not a big fan of love triangles. I think they're overdone, and a lot of them, I don't know, they're not really done very well. But hopefully, if it is, it's just like an episode or so. Because I like it. What interests me more about this episode is like, of this series, it's not only just the cases, but also the relationship between Woo and her father, and the 2 CEOs, and also the people she works with. That Kwon guy, he's just like a big jerk, you know. He's always trying to put Woo down because he doesn't have enough confidence in himself that he can outperform her, and she's always topping him. Attorney Choi, is that you say her name, Choi? At first I thought she was going to be a problem, but I like her character more and more each time as the series goes along. Her and her relationship with Woo are getting like close and together. She's kind of like getting to be her second best friend, which I enjoy that a lot. Like her good friend at work, and then she of course has her other best friend that she's really connected to outside of work. So that's about all I have to say. If you have any other comments about what you enjoy about the series, where you think it's going, please leave them below. Where I think the series is going, I think they're going to still continue that storyline between, you know, her real mother and her political aspirations. Maybe the relationship between Woo's father and the attorney Han, you know, the CEO of Woo, or, you know, Woo's boss. I think it's going to continue with that, and probably like how it's been right now, just snippets through each episode, and then we'll probably, maybe episode 12, you know, or whatever, might be like a bigger focus on it, especially if it starts hitting on to the political aspirations of the mother. We'll see how that turns out. I'm hoping that the reaction of the mother was kind of like a regretful action, that she kind of wishes that she would have knew Woo throughout her life and wanted to get close to her. Maybe they'll show her kind of keeping track of Woo's career. I hope it's more of that, and not the other possibility that her reaction is more of a fearful reaction, like what happens if people find out the truth about Woo and how it's going to hurt her political aspirations and stuff like that. I hope it's not that one, but more of the other, where she wishes she made the choice to be Woo's mother. That would be nice, and I'm hoping that relationship will grow stronger, be a firm bond, and at the end, you know, they could be looking to actually have a mother and daughter relationship. That would be great. I kind of see this series ending perhaps with Attorney Woo and her love interest on a boat out there in the ocean watching whales. I think that's how it's going to end. That'll probably be like the last scene. That's how I'm hoping it'll be the last scene, because she doesn't want to see you. She's never seen a whale in real life, and she won't go to aquariums because she feels like it's a jail, a prison for dolphins and whales and stuff like that. Anyways, really enjoy this series. I hate Fridays because it means I have to wait a week before the new episodes come out. So I'm looking forward to next Wednesday and Thursday to see where they're going to take this story and what developments await us. So everybody have a great day and hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, adios.